So this is the new base model iPhone 17. And in this video today, we're going to be talking about all of the features that you need to know about why this phone might be the best one to buy in 2025. Now, this specific unit is just a dummy. It's not a real functioning phone, but we are going to be taking a look at the form factor, seeing if there's any design changes, and talking about some of the features that we are expecting. Before we continue with this video, make sure to drop a like and a comment below to boost the algorithm. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and let's get started. So when it comes to the overall design, it looks pretty much unchanged since the iPhone 16. It does feature the same dual camera setup on here with the ultra wide along with the standard zoom. All of the buttons on the side remains the same, such as your sleep wake button, camera control switch, action button, your volume rockers, and all of the ports remain the same. Now, the display itself did actually get a little bit larger at 6.3 inches versus the iPhone 16 at 6.1 inches. That actually puts you in the same territory as the iPhone 16 Pro and the future iPhone 17 Pro. They all will have the same exact screen size, which is definitely a plus. And when it comes to the panel itself, it still uses the OLED technology, but it gets an additional boost. You should be getting 30% more brightness along with ProMotion support. And Apple is going to be able to make this possible with their new display technology, which is going to be a lot more efficient, further enhancing also the battery life. This is the first time ever that we're seeing a ProMotion display come to a base model device. Typically, if you wanted ProMotion, you have to spend a pretty penny to get the Pro model, but now that's going to be the standard across the entire board, further closing that gap, between the Pro models, the mid-tier models, and the base models. And with this having an expected starting price at $799, it definitely makes this a really good deal. Performance-wise, we should be getting a A19 Pro chip, which is going to be much faster and efficient, along with 12 gigabytes of RAM rather than the 8 gigabytes we've seen in the previous generation. We should also be getting better networking chips, so better 5G performance, along with faster support with Wi-Fi 7. Now, going back to the camera itself, the standard zoom and the ultra wide should pretty much remain the same as the previous generation, but the biggest change is going to be in the front camera. We should be getting an upgraded 24 megapixel camera over the 12 megapixel camera. Now, although the overall form factor of the iPhone 17 looks pretty much the same as the previous generations, all of the upgrades are under the hood, and that gives it a very understated feel. You don't have to spend an arm and a leg now to get all of the pro features that you want on here with the better ProMotion display, better battery life, better performance. The only one downside is that we are no longer going to have a Plus variant of the iPhone 17. We do have the new 17 Air, which will pretty much replace that, but we do have some limitations with that phone as well, which if you guys want to see a more detailed review on the 17 Air, I did make a video on that, which you can click in the description below. But in terms of just the actual iPhone 17 itself, it does come in only this one size at 6.3 inches. But overall, I gotta say that this might be the new best phone, especially if we're looking into something like a 16 Pro or a 15 Pro. This pretty much has all of that covered in terms of features at a much more reasonable price point, and you get a better processing chip. I gotta say, I'm very excited to see what the new iPhone 17 lineup is gonna be like when it finally launches. But based on the rumors and all the spec sheets so far, I gotta say the iPhone 17 is already looking quite impressive. With that being said, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like and a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.